An American driver's license is one of the most important documents. It contains key information about its owner, such as their name, surname, date of birth, place of residence, and more. What's particularly interesting is that the back of every driver's license features a barcode that encodes all this information. This information can be quickly and accurately retrieved in a mobile application. To test this approach, you can use the Appery Tester app. In the Samples section, find Driver License Scanner and select it. Now, on the screen, we see a photo of the backside of a driver's license. Click the Scan button, point the camera at the barcode, and see the owner's information displayed on the screen. After confirming that this approach works, let's create a mobile application with this functionality. Well, start by creating a new app. The easiest way is to import the Driver License Scanner plugin. The plugin adds 2 pages to the app. We need to change the starting page, and our application is ready. Click the Scan button and scan the barcode. In essence, we've recreated the same app we tested earlier. Let's test how it works. Once again, click the Scan button and scan the barcode. You'll see the owner's information displayed. To better understand how all this works, let's implement this logic ourselves. Go to the routing page and change the starting page. On the screen, we'll have a button that will activate the barcode scanner when clicked. Once the information is scanned, the encoded data will be displayed on the screen. We need to add a data source called Barcode Scanner Service and configure its mapping. As we can see, our service returns text, format, and other information. The text field will be mapped to the text property of the text component. Finally, we need to specify that this service should be invoked when the button is clicked. Choose Invoke Service and select the corresponding service. Save the app and test it again. The application is ready. Since we want to test the scanner in a mobile app, we'll need to use Appery Tester again. Since the app has changed, it must be updated. Note that we'll click the home icon because the starting page has been changed. The scanner worked, and we received some information, but it's clearly insufficient. The detailed information about the person we saw earlier cannot be encoded into such a short string. This happened because, instead of scanning the large barcode, we scanned a smaller one. This is a common issue when multiple barcodes or QR codes come into the camera's view. Fortunately, we can specify that the scanner should only scan a particular type of barcode. To do this, go to the data source and update the mapping. Specify the format you want to scan, which in this case should be PDF 417, while all other formats will be ignored. Let's repeat the experiment. Now, we can simply click the Refresh button to update the app. Click the Scan button. Now, we see much more information, which is exactly what we needed. There's no need to decode this information, as our service can already retrieve it in the desired format. Let's replace the text component with a grid component. Add 2 text components to the first and second cells of the grid. One will display the property name, and the other its value. We also need to update the mapping. In the service response, we're looking for the driver license data property. This is an array of objects where each object contains a code, name, and value. Since it's an array, specify that a new grid row should be created for each array element. Map the name property to the text component in the first cell, and the value property to the text component in the second cell. Save and repeat the experiment. Scan the barcode, and you'll see all the necessary information. In this example, Appery was used as a no-code editor. Now, let's do the same using Appery as a low-code editor. Create another page and set it as the starting page. Add a button. Specify that clicking the button will invoke the scan method. Go to the Code tab and add a function. Mark it as asynchronous. From the snippets, find Scan QR and Barcode and add it. Since we'll be testing on a mobile device, we need a way to get debugging information directly from the phone. To achieve this, add logging for the scan result. Then, go to App Settings and enable WinRA debugging in the settings. Save the app. Click the home icon again. After updating, scan the barcode. To see the logs, navigate to the specified link. To remotely connect to the phone, use the next link. Here, click the Console tab. It's currently empty. Scan the driver's license, and once again, the wrong barcode, not PDF 417, was scanned. To fix this, define an options object and specify the desired format to scan. Pass options as a parameter to the scan method. Update the app. Scan again. This time, the correct barcode was scanned. We also see that the driver license data contains an array with detailed information about the license holder. We no longer need the logging code. Instead, define a variable data to store the scanner's result. To display this information on the screen, add a grid component again. Add 2 text fields to the grid, just like we did earlier. To clone the grid row component, add the N4 attribute. Loop through the array, and each array element will be available as the variable item. To display the property name, set the text component's value to item.name. Similarly, display the property value. Repeat the test one last time. As you can see, extracting information from a driver's license is straightforward. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.